Dechala is broken. I'm going to show you here in this Tides of Torment breakdown gameplay showcase.
Corruptive, inescapable.
Dechala is shedding her past for a go at demonhood.
Their only goal is exploiting everything and everyone in their path.
Grab a sword, or 6, as we delve into Decala's debauchery.
Alright, so we're going to dive into Decala's manifestation of her Slaanesh presence on the battlefield, and she's going to be enjoying first strike armies.
Plans for southern cover.
The Denied One.
The god of excess knows their way around mortal minds like a snake knows the grass.
It's pretty snake-like.
Undulating through desires, Slaanesh can find weakness and exploit it. Temptation, opportunity, denial. Denial will fuel a subject's mind more than any offering could.
So, Decala's campaign is going to focus on subjugating populations, binding them to her will, and as you can see here, she's in the battle with some orcs, some good old greenskins.
The best thing about playing as Slaanesh is that you can force denial on just about anyone. I just denied this army from existing. Think I might deny their settlement next.
Thrall's gained.
But to be frank, denial is boring. I'd much rather have all-out unfettered indulgence. Go on. Take that shiny new sword. Oh, no, never mind.
So if you see that, that was Dechala acting kind of like a chariot or a fast-moving leader mount. And she's going to be doing some good splash damage there if she does charge bonuses on different units. So I definitely wouldn't do that to some spears, but you know, a little infantry would be great, especially if they're archers.
Leaders of Grand Cathay are well versed in denial, with their harmony that they're so desperate to defend. Can you imagine these lands full to the brim with pain, I mean freedom? I think a little chaos would enlighten the people of Grand Cathay. An opportunity indeed. But who is the most suited for such a task? Well, nobody hates being denied more than our star of the show, Dechala. The Denied One. We've discovered a new area with the Cathayan hinterlands, but unfortunately, it's overrun with goblins.
Okay, so if you saw back there, they flashed up Decala's stats, so she's going to have really low defense and really high speed, some great melee defense as well. So with this here, low armor in all Slaanesh units. If you can tell, these are really low quality for the orcs, and she's got a high quality army overall.
So before we can take on Cathay, we really must deal with these loudmouth fellas first.
Interesting.
Dechala is one of Slaanesh's champions
So she
that
must have
has
siege.
been cursed to never achieve demonhood, but that doesn't stop her from trying to do so.
While not much is known about her origins, we do know that the tormentors in Dechala strive to exploit everything and everyone in their path.
The Torment.
Her playstyle is expressed mostly from her being mobile, searching for new places to exploit and torment.
That's right.
She most
Okay, so let's take a look at this. Her Dance of Destruction, base weapon damage plus 25%, armor piercing weapon damage plus 25%, but that's going to reduce her melee defense. So you're not going to want to do that if you're battling something with a high attack value.
mostly buffs herself. She can either go more.
Okay, let's look at this. This one buffs the melee defense and the missile block chance and reduces melee attack. So if she's charging into battle, she's getting shot by a bunch of archers, this would be great.
On the offensive and make sure that she's cutting down enemies faster than most other lords.
Nice.
Or be more defensive
cool.
and try to protect herself more with her 6 swords when fighting.
If we are to swap out Cathay's Lord in order for Chaos, we'll need to
Victory.
move out of the Cathayan hinterlands. Speed is our strongest trait in battle, so let's continue that in our campaign by striking early. We recruited fast, utilizing our Tormentor holds for recruitment in order to take out the Orcs and Goblins by turn 5. These settlement types focus on military, giving us access to basic troops, empowering our local army.
Okay, so it says allowing settlements to perform a garrison sally attack. Interesting, wonder what that is. Income from post-battle melee attack plus melee defense.
And can deploy garrison sally attacks, that's handy. All of this is of course supported by our Thrall Camps. Our
Thrall
economy-focused settlements,
Camps.
generating gold, harvesting local resources, and providing us with thralls.
Okay, guys, so the Thrall is going to be their economy. So basically what it does is it feeds a number of Thralls each turn into the global pool, and then you can spend them to achieve Dechal's aims. Okay, and you can basically convert them into your global pool, also improve growth and replenishment, and you could also increase your gold. So they're pretty versatile.
More on those in a bit. After raising a steady army, we now turn our sights to the Burning Wind nomads at Fu Hung and introduce them to the Serpentine from the south. The problem with leading a decadent cult is that they crave decadence. How
They're
do you
going to
measure
introduce the next
decadence?
mechanic, Decadence. Okay,
Thankfully,
so let's take a look at this. So Decadence, like everything, is going to improve Dechal's rating. And for every act, it looks like they're going to generate by pleasure palaces based on their level of development. Decadence is spent on tormentors' tributes for a variety of benefits. That's interesting.
we have this handy counter. In order to increase this, we will rely on our pleasure palaces, the capital of our depravity, providing all of the devious activities
See,
our
that's
faction
what it
desires.
is right there. That's the
The
main
decadence
settlement.
gained can be channeled into buffs across our faction. But all things in excess has its drawbacks. We cannot build more pleasure palaces until our existing ones have lived up to their promise. A minimum tier of 3 they must be before we can construct more.
You must have
We'll let our
another
palace do its
tier.
thing while Dechala moves on
So you
up
have to
north.
get your
Any questions?
settlements
Too bad
up
we're
to
not
tier
thinking.
3.
Oh, if you insist. Go ahead and read the blog for more details.
The pleasure palaces are the ultimate expression of Decala's opulence. These are powerful settlements that you can construct only on the province capital and nowhere else. They offer immense power while abusing and exploiting the thralls that she gains from the settlements around her.
Ah, thralls. Unlike Nakari, Dechala doesn't rely on seduction for finding souls to serve her. No. Having been denied demonhood, she is very keen to pay forward that frustration onto others. Denying survivors their freedom gives us
Interesting. She looks like she's going to be able to chase down running units with her abilities like plus melee attack.
a resource of thralls, and we'll use them to upgrade our pleasure palace. Thralls can also be gained through Thrall Camps, as we drain the populace of previous enemy settlements. There is a limited pool, but upgrading our camps can increase this in them. Who needs favor from the gods when you have favor from the whip?
Okay, so check it out. We got a new hero, Exalted hero of Slaanesh, armored, anti-infantry, melee expert, and a duelist. This is the guy you're going to send in to take out another lord.
The Burning Wind nomads are no more, although we weren't the only ingredient to their downfall. Mr. Balthasar Gelt has made his way down south with his own flavor of law and order, another delicacy to depravitely drain. His chain of settlements will become our path of self-discovery. Call us impulsive, but when there's a temptation, there is opportunity, so we must grasp it. To help on our journey, we will call on the Tormentor's tributes. The decadence we've been raising can be exchanged for a mark of vindictiveness.
Okay, so let's look. The Supreme Ascendancy, mark of vindictiveness. You can ability Supreme Ascendancy.
Dressing our units with banners to buff them for the next 3 battles.
Okay, so it's going to give us physical resistance, melee defense, melee or missile block chance, 360 missile block. Wow.
After
Crazy.
which they will be reassigned. This should just about help cover us against the Empire. Alongside this, we also have access to both opulent gifts and exquisite spoils, all of which we can spend our decadence on to support our indulgences.
As Decala's decadence grows ever higher, the
Okay.
Tormentor's tributes allow her to enhance her battle capabilities in multiple ways. There are 3 categories. Marks and Vindictiveness, which are banners that can be assigned to units through the pre-battle screen. The Opulent Gifts, which are ancillaries capable of enhancing your lords across the map. And
So
finally,
enchanted
the
items.
exquisite spoils that boost her overall campaign potential for the whole faction.
The Empire love their ranged units, so we brought along our own.
The devotees of Slaanesh are dark elves who worship Slaanesh, and therefore they have been shunned away by others of their kind. We have them in 2 different variants, one dual-wielding swords and the other having a crossbow that allows them to have ranged attacks.
Vilescream the Wizard Lord. Nice. He's a spellcaster, armored, and soporific musk. Oh, this is totally my style, guys. Take a couple Wizard Lords in to battle and just throw down. Throw some monster spells. Slaangors. Okay, dual sword infantry. They have no armor basically, but they're fairly fast. Got some melee attacks, so Vanguard deployment. These guys are going to be your poke and run skirmishers.
It's turn 25, and we've slivered back into Cathayan territory, warring with the western provinces. Balthasar lives and is hit back at us, reclaiming some of his settlements. We could head back, but
Good old
so much
Balthasar.
more drawn to keeping up our decadence and income of thralls. So much temptation all around us. Besides, we still have our other settlements back home and... Oh dear. It looks like a thrall-based economy is not without its limits. With the populace having been depleted, we have no one left to hold our wine. Perhaps this is a chance
We need
to
that
learn from our
wine.
mistakes. Is a thrall workforce really the answer? Yes. Yes, it is. We just need to double down. We should make the most out of our remaining settlements with exquisite spoils. A little increase in income from all buildings should help. But we need more decadence, which means we need to upgrade our pleasure palace.
Gotta get
And
that
hey,
decadence,
look,
man.
Tier 3 means we can build another. Onwards. More temptations await.
Okay, so
Our
we're about
main
turn
motivation behind
25.
the unique campaign management style of
This is
Dechala was to
decent.
best represent the vicious nature of the tormentors. The way that they neglect those that they capture leads to the exploitation and decay of these settlements, and for that reason, she needs to strive forwards to capture ever further and ever more.
So if you guys notice, she is not a turtling lord. You must keep moving on because your settlements will degrade due to her playstyle and the debuffs.
Turn 50. The Jade Custodians are our latest victims as we glide
Alright.
across Cathay. Unfortunately, we've somewhat let Balthasar Gelt slip by. And not
Can't
only has
let
he
that
conquered the
happen.
entirety of the Celestial Riverlands, he now wants a piece of us. Seems that rather than chaos, harmony has been replaced by its close cousin, law and order. My plans for the Cathayans must be put to one side, for this masked guest does not belong. Despite
That's
Gelt's
right.
overwhelming presence, I have faith in us. Throughout our campaign, we've been cozying up with the Norscan Wormkins, showering them with gifts and sallying our forces
Nice.
out to
Get
help
them
boost them
Norskins
against
in.
Druchii. Eventually, this allowed us to force through a defensive alliance, gaining us a corruptible presence along the Serpent Estuary.
Okay, check it out. So they have their AI doing an allegiance attack battle. So I wonder if the AI actually works now, because as you guys know, it didn't used to do that.
And now, our constriction of the Celestial Riverlands has trapped Balthasar, and our grip upon him will begin to tighten. Time to go in for the kill.
Nice. Oh, they got the
We
Preyton.
deployed the bulk of our army in the east.
Okay, check it out. They have anti-large and their frenzy. They're gonna be pretty great when you have them in melee combat, and they have a decent charge bonus.
Utilizing our speed, we'll take some of our army around, where our battering ram lies in wait. Styrkaar will lead our slower units into the first gate.
Styrkaar the
Styrkaar.
Sortsvinaer.
Okay, so this is their legendary hero. This guy is going to be armored, shielded. He's going to have a pretty good weapon strength, so great one-on-one melee lord.
Is a legendary hero who excels at buffing other Chaos Warriors around him, while he himself is a formidable combatant. The Druchii Anointed is a special type of hero for Slaanesh. They are actually Dark Elves that are leaders of the devotees of Slaanesh and armed with huge two-handed
Wow, a lesser spellcaster too. They're anti-infantry, crazy weapon strength.
swords. They are extremely good at cutting both enemy infantry or fighting other enemy characters.
Wow, nice-
as they do
nice
have
hero there.
access to some dark magic as well.
As our enemy is distracted in the east, we force our way through the west gate. flooding the rest of our army inside, followed by our trusty Norse scouts. While we send our focus units around capture points,
I love a charge.
Dechala will do what Dechala does best.
Ooh, those
wipe
little
out
worm
the
things.
infantry. Let's send her in alongside her champions of Slaanesh.
Slaanesh is always got
Champions
the
of Slaanesh
nastiest.
are an elite.
So champions of Slaanesh, okay. We got the elite sword units, but they only have 100 weapon attack, so I'm like, eh. But they're anti-infantry, they're armor piercing, so they should be good. They also have magical attack, so any armor is useless.
Monstrous infantry that excels at fighting other infantry. Each one of them wields 4 swords to a great effect, and they can really cut through swarms of enemies if needed.
With the 4 swords designed for this. Lots of ugly guys with swords and snakes. Apparently there's lots of snakes.
Pleasureseekers are an elite cavalry that can move around the battlefield extremely fast and back one of the hardest
That's what they're
punches in the game.
We got the Pleasureseekers here, people. Some armored piercing melee, very fast, and they actually have poison and magical attack.
They are vulnerable, so you
pretty
need
good
to
charge
be very
bonus.
careful how you utilize them. But once they plow into enemy lines, they are certain to cause devastation.
So, yeah, these guys you gotta be careful with. You're gonna want to use that sparingly. See, this is why Dechala is really powerful, because if you can be aggressive and you can play her correctly, you can just run your units into others. You can
Breaking
hit
Gelt's
and
front
run.
line has left him vulnerable to us, and with his army scattered both east and west, it won't be hard for us to encircle him.
Just buffing up their characters with the magic. They don't show you how much power the magic is for these guys as well. Beating Balthasar. Dechala. Gameplay showcase. The Denied One. That was great, guys. Dechala is going to be great because she actually steals 15% of XP of any
The
of the other
lands
lords
scream
that
of
will game.
corruption, and yet no reward,
So
no
she
recognition.
she can make sure
Only
that
more
she
denial.
goes and
We
levels
must
up
spread
faster if you
Further
have
into
more
Cathay.
lords.
Remove all traces of harmony and law and order. And perhaps then, only when all of Cathay knows true freedom, we shall cross the seas. More temptation, more opportunity.
Alright guys, that was
More
pretty
thoughts,
sick.
More comments. Let us know in the
Hope
comments
you
section
guys
below, or
loved
follow
it.
our links to wishlist now.
Total War, Warhammer, Tides of Torment, Dechala coming out December 4th. Make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Titan Prime from Titan Prime Gaming, out.
Submit and be perfected.